Okay, welcome, boys. Let's slide this over, open that up. It is a little dark in here today because today is Monday, August 10th, 2026. The dog is behind me. Wait a minute, let me see something. I think. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I've knocked that thing over so many times. Wait a minute. We do have. Mm, I thought I had. All right, I thought I had the other camera plugged in, but I think I unplugged it at some point because it actually wasn't doing that great of a job. But it's okay. It's okay. It's like, the thing about this office is there's so many things that like I want to change. Like, I want to get a KVM switch, or I want to get a another camera or a better microphone. Like I was thinking about dumping like $300 into the same type of microphone that somebody like Asmongold or Tim Pool uses, right? Because they use like that Shure microphone and Shure dynamic vocal microphone, but this thing is $400, and it's like, okay, I can afford that, but I could afford it if somebody was to move in and rent two of these rooms. And I'm not going to name any names, but you know who you are. I'm ignoring your message because I'm not talking to you. But it's like, can I justify spending over $400 on something that I'm only going to use when I'm here? And honestly, the way things stand right now with everything, like, I don't know what my long-term plan is. Like, if you ask me where I'm going to be in the month of September, like if you said, where are you going to be in the middle of September? Are you going to be in Northern Virginia? Are you going to be in South Africa? Are you going to be in Botswana? Are you going to be in Namibia? Or are you going to be in Bolivia? I would say yes, or I don't know. Like, the answer literally could be any four of those or five of those. Wait, okay, so I'm going to list the possibilities. Oh, it's getting ready to storm pretty bad out there, boys. It is going to storm. Not sure. No, I'm not saying his name anymore because I'm mad at him because he's not moving in. He's changed his mind. He got my hopes all up and then crushed them just like a woman does. But he who shall not be named said, check the radar. So let's go ahead. I'm going to check. I'll go to Wonder Maps, which used to be an awesome website. I haven't really gone there in a long time, but let's check. Okay, yeah. So there's a line of storms coming through, which I can see by the weather. And this is the thunderstorm time of year. So if I center, let's see, if I go on down to, come on, let me see, come over here. Let's see, where are we? Charleston, we're going to Brunswick, Mount Airy. Okay, we're going to be down, Leesburg, there we go. So, okay, so it's coming right in. So my house is literally like right around here, Sugarland Run. So my house is literally like right here. And you see this circle, this kind of like oddly shaped egg of the type of circle. My house is in, like, this is the neighborhood in which I live. My house is literally, I think, right here. Yes, Biscayne. So it's like right along here. Like actually, it's right here at this intersection. Is there any way I can put like a, no, there's no way I can put a marker down of any type. But yeah, I can see the radar. It's coming in. It's coming in, boys. Oh, there's lightning. The dog's going to freak out. Oh, and there goes Muwan. Muwan is hightailing it out of here because he doesn't understand and he gets really scared. We may lose power. There may be a giant power surge that destroys my computer. That's fine. We'll see what happens because I don't know what's going to happen. Not sure. It says, why do you dox yourself? Do you really think it's that hard to find me if I didn't? Like, is it that difficult? Like, anybody who really wanted to find who I am or where I'm at. And also, it's not as though I've given out my address. Like, I mean, again, it's like, okay, yes, I'm living right along here. No, but still. But still what? I've got 3 people listening. Come on, chill out. People are too paranoid these days. Besides, I'm getting ready to head to South Africa. So if anybody wants to do anything to the house, it doesn't affect me. So anyway, all right. So yeah, we can see the radar. Now, actually, I am curious because now I kind of want to see how accurately. Let me write something down. 4 p.m. I want to see how accurately the map is with the with the rain. I need a 3-day vacation plan. All right, a 3-day vacation. Well, I would say 3 days is the perfect amount of time to move, right? Like that's the perfect amount of time to like do an actual move and settle into a new okay, no, I'll stop for now. A 3-day vacation plan. So are you looking to I would imagine as much as you fly, you probably have a lot of miles. You probably have a ton of miles. But the problem is 3 days isn't really like flight worthy vacation. It really isn't like if you want to fly somewhere, you should probably like want to do it like with 5 days. Oh, there the radar. The radar has changed. Uh-oh. It is coming in. Boy howdy, is it coming in. I'm just watching I'm just watching the rain. I'm just watching everything like it's a little scary. And with this music, it's even more scary. Okay, okay, yeah, look at that. Okay. Bahamas? Why do you want to go to Bahamas? Well, what do you like? Well, okay, what are you looking to do? Like, what do you like? Do you just want to go to a beach and just kind of like sit on the beach and just drink and do nothing for 3 days? Sure. Bahamas, like you've got a ton of options in the Caribbean, right? Sure. Bahamas are fine. I just need to relax for 3 days. Okay. All right. Just go to the Bahamas and drink then. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I had 3 days to just relax and like, honestly, I'd sit at home. Like, unless I'm doing like a trip, I'd sit at home. But I was just talking to David about this. My friend David and I were on the phone for like nearly an hour. And I was just saying that like, I just like being at home. Like, I mean, now I should say like, it depends on like home to me can mean many things. Like right now, this is my home, right? Cause that's kind of where I'm staying. But like when I was in Botswana, that was home. When I'm in Bolivia for like 3 months, that's home. And what I mean is I like, I'm a horrible traveler, right? Because I kind of really dig just going to new countries and just kind of staying in and watching chess videos and doing stuff on the computer. Like that's my idea of a good time. That's how I like to travel. So I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to ask. Henna is in the room. What on earth happens here? What do you mean what happens here? Not Sure says the apocalypse is coming to Northern Virginia. Why are you doxing me, Not Sure? Jeez, stop doxing me. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. I know the dog is freaking out. It's going to pass. It's going to pass in like 10 minutes. Like, I mean, it's going to, you got this line of storms right here. Oh, okay. Maybe it'll last for 15, 20 minutes. It might last a little bit longer. But, I don't know. Like I said, I am not the best person to ask about where you should go and what you should do. Like a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, going to like an all-inclusive resort and just like getting like a martini at 7 a.m. and sitting on the beach all day and reading my book. It sounds so good. But there's a lot of people like that. Oh, but they want to do the same kind of thing I want to do, but they want to do it on a beach. Like, I want to do it inside. Like, I'm a very indoorsy type of person, right? Like, very indoorsy. Whereas, like, some people, they want to do it outdoors. Look at how much cooler it is after the thunderstorm. How much cooler is it? Wow. Yeah. Well, okay. So that's not a good, like, it's hard to tell because this, even though this says like 70, 69, this is up in Western Maryland where it's always cool. So, but yeah, even in Leesburg. So right here where I am, it is 89 degrees, but in Leesburg, it's 71. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's coming. It's coming down. I can't really see much. Not Sure says, yeah, I want that. What exactly is it that you're referring to that you want? You want to go sit on the beach and do nothing? use the pet cam for the storm. The pet cam's not plugged in. And in order to use the pet cam, I would have to restart the... Well, I would actually... I can do that, but I don't know where the pet cam is. Where is the camera itself? I don't know. Everything is... Like, I started cleaning up a little bit when I got home. Like, because, like, when I got back... When I got here, I just kind of threw everything away. Like, I threw everything just, like, here and there, but... I don't know what I did with the pet cam. That's the problem. You want to go to an all-inclusive resort. Okay, then I mean then you've got to okay, let's find Not Sure an all-inclusive resort. All-inclusive resorts, Bahamas. I mean, but I don't understand all-inclusive resorts. Like, so when I started working at my company, there were a few people, like a few of us. There was a group of people that every year there would be a trip, and it would basically be to some all-inclusive resort at on some Caribbean island. And I went a couple of times. Like I went to, I can't remember where it was in Mexico, but I went to the one in Mexico, Jamaica, and Dominican Republic. And I remember in Jamaica and in Dominican Republic, I remember both times, like at those two places, I tried getting a group of people to actually go into the city, right? Like, I don't remember, let's see, Jamaica, like I for some reason, I don't remember trying to get people to go to Kingston, because that's I believe Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. But I remember in the Dominican Republic trying to get, it is Kingston. So, but I remember trying to get people to go to like, why don't we like leave the resort and go to Kingston or go to Santo Domingo, like, or maybe it was Punta Cana. I don't remember, but it's like, let's leave the resort and actually go somewhere. Like, let's go. No, I just want to stay on the resort. And it's like, and then so it's like, have you been to Jamaica? Technically, yeah. Like I've got the passport stamp. I've got the passport stamp that says I've been to the Dominican Republic, but like you just go and you just sit on a resort. So, okay, but that's what Not Sure wants. So the Bahamas is close by. It's tropical. It's going to be here, right? It's like south of Miami. It's going to be close by. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. It's going to be it's going to be everything that I hate about life. Like it's going to be hot. Like you know what? You know what? Not Sure. It's August, okay? Here, I got an idea. Come over here. I'll charge you $200 a night, and I'll give you unlimited alcohol. Wait. Let's back up. All right. Well, I'll give you some alcohol, and you can just sleep here for $200 a night. I'll give you alcohol and food, okay? Because it's hot and humid outside here. So I don't know. And then you know what? We'll turn the AC up to like 75 because you go to these all-inclusive resorts and you get these like inadequate ACs. Like it's just the AC is terrible in these places. Is there a sandy beach? Sure. I'll get some sand for you. How's that? I'll get some sand. Wait, I want to find the other camera. I don't know what I did with the camera. I don't know where I put the camera, boys. I don't know, man. Ah! Wait! Ha! Ha! All right, give me a sec. Wait. Just wait a minute. Oh my God. Never mind. This isn't going to work. I give up. Nope, not going to work. Not tonight. Here. Just have to take my word for it. The neighbors are going to be like, why does he have a camera pointed at my house? Why does that man, that strange man who leaves for months at a time, why does he have a camera pointed straight at my house? I don't understand. All right. All right. Yeah, you really can't see much. I don't know how to respond to this email. I feel like I should ask you guys. Well, I'm not going to ask you guys. I'm not going to ask you guys, but I feel like I should ask you guys. Like, I just... All right. No, I have the perfect response. Email from who? Hannah asks. Who do you think? Give me a second. I want to run my response by AI. Okay. What are we going to do tonight? What are we going to work on? We fixed a bug yesterday, didn't we? I thought we did. Yeah. No, wait, did we? No, we did not, apparently. All right. We'll fix that bug. All right, perfect. All right, let me just put that there and then forget about this. Just let me do this one last thing. That's that. That's done. There we go. All right, put that there. That's still bugging me, though. That's still bugging me. Okay, perfect. Well, then I know why you don't ask from us, because I am here. I don't know what that means, Hannah. I don't know what you're implying, Hannah. Are you implying? I know you would give me a fair and balanced. You would give me a fair and balanced response. That's what you would do. You give me a fair and balanced response. Sini Salami, Sayeni Salami. Is this theme not burning your retinas? Ban him. Ban him. Again, with these stupid fucking people and these, oh, why do you have light mode turned on? Oh no, it's the light mode. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I've talked about dark mode before. The only people who should be using dark mode are fucking 15-year-old Finnish hackers. That's it. If you're older than 15 and you're not Finnish, no. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. I don't even know if I'm still broadcasting. I can see my camera's locked up. All right, I still got audio. I've still got audio. Am I still streaming? I mean, I still see chat messages coming through. I've still got internet, but the camera is like, yeah, the camera is frozen. Okay, let me Let me restart. Let me restart this. I'll be right back. The stream is going to come right back. Yeah, the camera's frozen. That's weird. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. No, I can't just unplug the camera and plug it back in. That won't work. We hear you. Yes, I'm glad you. Yeah, no, that was weird. Because literally, as the lightning sparked, the camera stopped working. So, everything. I might get an electrical surge that just blows everything up. So we live. Yes, we live. Man, I took the second skin off of my blackout tattoo. It is. I fucking love the way. I love the way it's looking. I love the way it's looking. I mean, there's still like this long stripe right here. Like, so I've gotten it done in chunks, right? I've gotten it like it's let me get the number one architecture tool, the number one tool used by software architects all over the world. Let me get that out. So I've been getting it done like in chunks. So if this is my arm, this is my arm, which it's not, but if let's just pretend it is for the sake of argument. And then, so what I've been doing is I'd get it done in like a chunk, like here. And then, wait a minute, that we can fill that in. There we go. Right. And then, since I don't want to touch this area while it's still healing, but I'd go back like a week later and I'd get like this done, right? And so then it would leave this gap. And I remember telling the artist, I was like, well, leave a gap because I don't want to touch the skin that's still healing. Because it takes, like they say you should give it like 6 weeks to heal, right? And I had gone back like less than like 10 days later. So I told him, I was like, well, we're going to tattoo an entire different section of the arm. Let's go ahead and just leave a gap between that part. And then it's once it's all healed, I'll come back in and then we'll get the whole thing done. Right. And so just to fill in this gap. So I have this long gap. And then a shorter gap here, and then I still have this part by my dip that I need to fill in. But then other than that, it's done. And I'm going to probably get that done either in Cape Town or in Namibia or in Botswana. I really don't know what's going to happen. And if we want, we could do a member section and I can talk about that. Because like apparently this channel has just turned into gossip about my personal life. But we can do a members only section later on if anybody would like to, and I can tell you kind of what's going on. I know Henna says no, not Botswana, but it might end up being that way. I can't promise you it will, but I can't promise you it won't. That's all I'm saying. Can't promise you it will, but I can't promise you it won't. Instant unsub and block. It's not like we've never blocked each other before, Henna. So it won't be the first time. Never. Oh, Henna. LOL. Yes, not sure. Unsure blocked me and unsubbed once before too. So apparently, that apparently is just a step in my friendships with people. That's just how it goes. It's like, really, you're not friends with me unless you have blocked and unsubbed from me once before. Honestly. Okay, this is the time of day where it starts to feel that like the AC has turned off. Hopefully the AC is not being affected by the thunderstorm, but we're going to turn it on. We're going to make sure it's on. Okay, so I wanted to understand why this expired isn't working. This, from what I understand, it should be working. But we did just kind of take we kind of took the integer value in there. We just kind of assumed. Yeah, we just kind of assumed that it was like we assumed the AI knew what it was essentially. We didn't actually bother to see what it was. So I think that's maybe what we need to do. We need to actually go in and understand what that expired value is. So if we go to if we go here, and then we go here. No, not there. Here. Why won't it give me JSON as an option? Oh, because I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. If I go here and say it's JSON, and then I go here, I just want to do format document. Okay, that's fine. So we see this expiry, although, oh, no. We did look at it, right? Okay, so time, let's look at an epoch calculator. So I'm pretty sure this is an epoch timestamp, but I just want to see what time it is actually. So it's Saturday, August 8th. So that's from Saturday. That's what the time says. Expiry. And if I remember, we never actually we weren't using expiry for anything. If we were populating it, but I don't think we were actually reading it. Yeah, like we have a function to return it, but we're never actually using it. Is there also a persistence key? No. All right. So the question is, what does that expiry actually do? Like I think the AI kind of figured that, because this is if this is the number of seconds, I believe that's how many seconds are in 24 hours, right? Like if we do 24 times 60, yes, 86400. So if the time is greater than this, if the current time is greater than this number plus this number, then the token has expired. And that's essentially what we were doing here, but not quite. Actually, no. Okay. No. I don't think we need to actually consider last refresh. I think what we need to do... Okay, I want to make sure this returns the epoch. Yes, this is okay. Yes, no, I see it. But let me make sure this actually does return the epoch. The current epoch. What does return? It should return the current epoch, right? Returns the current calendar time as it's a time t value. Okay, so it's actually not. Oh, this is all fucked up. Oh, okay. How to use STD time to get the current time and epoch. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, so it is the number of seconds, but I think the problem is at that last refresh. So what we want is we want time const auto expiry time equals, would it be time? No. Where do I format? Where do I populate the okay. Last refresh. What a. Okay. So the expiry time is going to be the last refresh plus expiry. And then return, this should simply just return STD time, null pointer greater than expiry time. That's all it should do. Yes, this looks correct. Not sure it's typing up a storm over there, but I'll look at it in a second because I want to see if this works. I have a project coming up that I might need to use C++. I do have a personal project to do. Damn it. I think I'm going to stay home and work on my engineering projects. Yeah, you probably should. Okay, so this is not working. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, where are we going wrong? Let's set a breakpoint here. Okay. Well, could. Oh. Wait a minute. We didn't hit the breakpoint. That's a clue. That is a clue, my friends. The fact that we didn't hit the breakpoint, which tells me, well, wait a minute. If this isn't empty and that's not empty, logged in. Okay, now I'm wondering if breakpoints are even working. Wait a minute, let's try this. Okay. Are breakpoints working? I don't think breakpoints are working. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to try a technique. We're going to try a technique used by programmers since the beginning of time. This is an ancient programmer technique called printing data to the console. That's what it's called. It's called printing a log message to the console. Not sure says I need to grab some margarita mix and tequila. Well, you should. Get a head start on your sorry, got distracted. Get a head start on your all-inclusive resort, not sure. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Settings. Are you telling me this is never used? No way. No way. No way. No way, man. No way. There's no way that's not used. Okay. There's something obvious going on here. Let's once again use the ancient programmer technique. Okay. Load settings works. Okay. All right. So we're getting here at least. We should be able to set a breakpoint there. Okay, that's good. Let's step into this. A init session. Wait a minute. Load. Well, when is load called? Load is never called. Oh. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I got this. Okay. So this is creating a Reddit session object. That's what this is. That's what this make shared is. This is basically creating it's creating a pointer, right? So in C++ 11, they introduced a bunch of like basically because one of the most powerful yet dangerous features of C++ is pointers, right? Because pointers allow you to be able to do they allow you to do things very quickly, but they need to be used correctly. And if you use them wrong, then bad things can happen. And that's one of the things that like later languages like Java and C# wanted to take care of. But as a result, those languages are also slower. Now, granted, languages like C# have done a lot to catch up to C++, but C and C++ still are faster than. Generally, they are still very much faster. That's why like games that are like high-performant games, like a lot of first-person shooters, you're not going to see a ton of first-person shooters. You're not going to see a ton of first-person shooters written in like Unity. You will. They do exist, but you're going to see most of them written in like Unreal. And yes, I'm just going to ban you, not sure, for that comment. I'm just going to ban you for that comment. Like, I mean, it's bad enough. You said you were going to move in here, and now you want to go and you want to try and throw shade on my language with some shitty language like that. Like, Henna, just ban, not sure. I think Henna's tapped out, but Henna, please come back and ban him. Motherfucker, you want to say some bullshit like that? Okay, so I think what we can do like this here is very much the same thing. What's on the right is very much on the left-hand side. So I should just be able to do this. We could just do auto, I don't know, session equals std make sure session. And then we literally should just be able to do session load. If session load default return session, and then down here return this. This should work. I'm a little scared because it's been a minute since I've actually done C++ programming. And then we should hit the breakpoint over on the right-hand side now. And then Henna has the ban hammer. I can't, but I'll try. Not sure. It says you have to dye your hair before touching Rust. Was it you, or was it you that told me, or did I read it somewhere that something like 80% of the people who use Rust are like transgender? Like it's like something like I saw some headline about that. Like Rust users transgender. It was like some statistic that was like the overwhelming number of people that use Rust are transgender. Not Rust. Rust users transgender. Rust programmers 800% more likely to be trans. It's insane. It's crazy. Okay, so we hit the break point. We definitely hit the break point. That's good. Lindsay Core is back. Good to see you, Lindsay Core. No idea who you are. It's funny because the other day I was like stalking Lindsay Core for a hot minute because I was like, wait a minute. Because like the things that Lindsay Core was saying, I was like, wait a minute. Is that one of my coworkers? Is that because there's like this particular coworker that I have, very smart guy, one of the smartest. This is going to sound arrogant, right? But like I consider myself a pretty smart person. And there's not a lot of people that I consider. I mean, there's plenty of people that I consider smarter than me, but not a lot of people that like I consider smarter than me in my realm of work. And this guy's like one of the people that I consider smarter than me in my realm of work. And I was like, wait a minute, is that him? Is that him? Because like he was just saying, like Lindsay Core was like talking like this person. But then I stalked Lindsay Core for a minute, and I found like a GitHub repo, or not like a GitHub page that looked like Lindsay Core's, and I was like, all right, I don't think that's him. I don't think that's the guy I work with. So, and I think Lindsay's from Russia, actually. Hello. By the way, Rust Discord community is already colorful. Okay, so we hit the break point like we wanted to. That's good. That's good. All right. We're reading everything. We're populating. This looks good. And so let's see. Let's see if this works. We're hitting all our breakpoints, which is good. Okay, so we have the red prompt like we want. So now let me load this up. Let me do this and let's log in. All right, easy. Perfect. We're logged in. We can view. So now what we should be able to do is exit. And then when we log back, now when we restart, we should be able to log in because our expiry time has not, the login window is still there. And it's good. Yep. So we're good. You can see there that we are logged in still. And well, that's not good. Well, that's a bug. Okay. All right. We might not be logged in. This might not actually be working. This might not be working. All right. Okay. 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 All right. I thought that was going to be easy, but apparently it's not going to be. Huh. Huh. All right, let me do this. Huh. Ha ha ha. Yes. Yes, Rust users are 800% more likely to be transgender. Not that there's anything wrong with that. They're trying to put themselves in important positions in companies, and they're succeeding in a lot of ways. Whoops. They are succeeding. They are succeeding. They are successful in their endeavor. But the thing is like, in the end, hard work is still what's going to persevere, right? And if they want to be transgender and work hard, all the power to them. If they want to be transgender and work hard and they have good ideas and they do good work and they're going to be successful, great. All the power to them. But they're not going to succeed just because they're like oppressed, and I think a lot of people, like, not necessarily like that, but a lot of people of like these types of like political leanings, they feel as though they're owed something, or they're due something, or like they're owed something because they see themselves as oppressed, and so they feel that like, well, I'm owed a successful career. And typically, you're only going to have a successful career if you work hard. So they work hard because they want to change the culture. And if they work hard enough, then they very well may succeed. Okay, so this is interesting. The old implementation works still, but the new implementation does not. What exactly is happening such that, that is interesting indeed. Okay, so what is happening on the right-hand side that's not happening on the left? We read it in access, refresh, access, expire. It's all the same exact. No. Wait a minute. No. That works just fine. Lindsay Core could fix this in a heartbeat. Lindsay Core could fix this. Lindsay Core. Fun fact about Lindsay Core. No, I don't know anything about Lindsay Core. I was going to make something up, but then I realized that like where my mind was going, it was going to be offensive, and like why do I like it? Just went to a dark place really quickly, and it doesn't need to go there. Justin, I sent the link to Justin. Oh, that's right. Today is the. Let me give me one. I want to just do this really quick to make sure I am logged into the Twitter account that you guys are allowed to see, which I am. That's good to know. Yeah, today is the how Addy got his groove back. Man, I wish I had a body like that. Man, look at that. Like, I wish I was cut like that. And then, of course, the stereotype. But see, was it on the stream, or I think it was on the stream. I was talking about how because I told the AI, I was like, put a young hot goth girl, right? And this is what it generated. And then I was like, yeah, let's go with it. But I didn't review it good enough because there is one thing about this young hot goth girl that would just instantly make me reject her. Can you guys spot what it is? If any of you were to guess what it is, I think Henna probably has the best bet at guessing what it is, because I think I've had this discussion with Henna before. But can you guess what it is about this hot goth girl that would just instantly just be like, nope, don't want her? Not the tattoo. I'm covered in tattoos. I love tattoos. Nope, not. I mean, I guess it's fair to say just because I'm covered in tattoos does not mean that I like my women with tattoos, but I do. I like tattoos. I mean, if a woman, I like a woman to either be as covered in tattoos as I am or have none. Like, if a girl has like, oh yeah, no, my girlfriends and I, we went and got drunk, and so I got a tattoo on my back, and then I have a little rose, and then I have like love and then life on my arms, like, the stereotypical girl tattoo. And it's just like so if they just have like one or two little tattoos, like, it's like, ugh, like, come on, like, either shit or get off the pot. But like, I'm not a big fan of like, I want you to either have no tattoos or be completely covered in tattoos. So you guys, you still can't, come on. Nobody can. Am I the only one that doesn't like there's one thing about this AI generated I can't speak. This AI generated young hot goth girl. There's one thing that I just can't stand. I'll zoom in. Dev Zybe says, hey man, I just came across your stream in my feed and I'm new here. Welcome, Dev Z. Guys, be nice to Dev Zybe. Be nice, okay? Not sure? Best behavior. Henna, stay away from the young guy. Keep your hands to yourself. We've had a lot of problems with Henna. We've had to call HR several times. All right, so you guys, apparently Maybe Dev Zibe knows exactly why I would reject this young hot goth girl. But okay, here's why. I'm going to spill the beans. Here's why. There is one thing, and women love this. I don't know what it is. Women love these. They love them. And I'm just like, why would you? Why? It is a programming stream. Chill. But like women, it's okay. I'll give you a hint. I'm going to give you guys a hint because I want you. I feel like somebody else has to see this. I've narrowed it down. Come on, guys. Really? No one knows. Oh. Am I the only one that can't stand these things? And I can't stand them? No, not me. I'm good looking. Yeah, there I am. God, I'm so handsome. I can't zoom in anymore. It's the fucking bangs. I hate bangs. I hate them so much. I had this girlfriend once. When we started dating, she was like my age. She was like maybe like a year younger than me. And so pretty much my age. And when I met her, she had this stereotypical like she was still had like a 90s girl haircut, even though I met her in like 2009. So she had like this hair and like these bangs. And we ended up dating. Like we dated for a long time, and like it was pretty serious. Like she moved in with me, and like it was a whole thing. But I remember telling her at one time, I was just like, I can't stand bangs. Like I hate bangs. So she grew her hair out, and she grew it all out. And so for years, like we were together for 5 years roughly. And for those 5 years, after she grew the bangs out, she didn't have bangs. Hair all one length, all one length. Loved it, right? And then she was living with me. So when we broke up, she was still in the house for like 2 weeks, right? Because like it's not like we're going to be like, yeah, we're broken up, get out, right? No, like I mean, obviously, like she could have stayed longer, but she was the one who was like, we're broken up, I need to get out of here as soon as possible, which I can respect, right? So we broke up, and so first there were two things she did right away when we broke up. She started smoking again. She quit because of me, because I was like, I'm not like, I don't like it. Like there were times where like she would actually like come in and like would try to like kiss me and stuff, and I'd be like, ugh. And she's like, what? And I'll be like, you stink. You smell like smoke, like cigarette. So she quit. She went to the chewing gum, but she like the nicotine gum, but she quit. But so when we broke up, she started smoking again, and she went and cut her hair and got bangs. Hate bangs. Hate them. And Not Sure sitting there, I love bangs. You're a fucking terrible person. How horrible. Oh, God, you're awful. God, I hate you. See, like, it's bad enough you're not moving in. It's bad enough you get my hopes up, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a little extra money. That's going to be great. But no, kill those dreams. Just kill those dreams. And now what you got to do, now you got to be like, oh, I love bangs. You're terrible. Horrible person, Not Sure. Horrible. Lindsay Gore says, well, to be honest, they are a bit weird. I don't hate them, but just weird. Yeah, no, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Lindsay Gore says, a black memory from the past. Yes, a horrible memory. God, I mean, like, look. But, I had other issues with her. Like, we both worked from home. Well, I worked from home I could go into, there was an office about an hour away that I could go into. And I would go in maybe 2 days a week, right? And she worked from home full time, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, working from home, nonstop. Okay. And she would sometimes go 2, 3, maybe more, 2, 3 days without showering. I shower at least once a day. In the summer, I shower twice a day. She would go days without showering. And then she would then we would get into bed and she would try coming on to me, to initiate, and I'm like, no. And she's like, what? What's wrong? And I'm like, when's the last time you showered? And her argument was, well, I don't do anything. And I'm like, well, you still shit, don't you? Even if you're not working up a sweat, you're still taking shits, I presume. You're still doing stuff. No. Oh man, it was awful. It wasn't awful, but it was not good, is what it was. That's maybe a more fair representation, is that was not good. And honestly, this is a programming stream. It is. I don't know why you guys think any differently. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to track down this bug. That's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out why this thing isn't working. Why it works with this functionality. With this functionality, it works. With this functionality, it does not. Even though they're functionally the same thing. And honestly, I would expect the code on the left to not work. Where does login? I feel like login gets set. Let's see. Where does it get set? It's going to get set here. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, we don't have a setter. So it can only get set in one place? Really? Really? Oh, that's a different logged in. That's a different logged in. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this constructor, access token, refresh, expiry, that's really stupid, Addy. Why would you do that? Okay, I get the issue, though. Okay. What we need, boys, what we need. Okay, I see the issue. No, wait a minute. No, that's not the issue. Okay, so it's going to do this. What it's going to do? It's going to do this constructor, and then it's going to do load. Last refresh equals last refresh. I want to see something. I need to see something. I need to see how this last refresh member variable is getting set. Okay, no, control break. Oh, my stars and garters. All right, stop it. No. We're going to go over here. Easy. Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, perfect. Okay. Because, see, it's going to come down here, and this is where... So, what we were not... Okay. We were not calling the right constructor. Well, let me rephrase that. This method here is calling a different constructor of the Reddit session object. Down here, you can see that we are called... we load the file, and then we call this constructor from all this data. Where up here... we're calling the default constructor essentially, not technically, but essentially, calling the default constructor and then loading. They should effectively do the same thing, but for some reason they're not. And I think it has to do I think it has to do with this last refresh. So I want to see how this last refresh member variable is set. It should be set here on line 75, but I have a feeling it might not be. So let's see. Should be easy enough to track down. DevZive says, I've been using AI to write code for almost 2 years now, and I feel like I've become way too dependent on it. At this point, I struggle to even write a simple function on my own. I can't remember the last time that I designed a big system or built something challenging without AI. I feel stuck. What would you suggest to get my programming skills back? Just doing it. See, it depends on how you're using AI. So if you're using AI, like if you're using it in your IDE and saying like, change this to do XYZ, and then it's just going and editing a bunch of files, I would like that's what I did with like my web project, where like I was like, oh, I'm going to do this in TypeScript because I want to learn TypeScript. I didn't learn TypeScript. The AI was doing everything, but I would just be like, and like I would help the AI along, and my programming experience definitely allowed me to instruct the AI more properly and more better. But I didn't learn TypeScript by any means. I know what you're talking about though, because it's like a muscle, right? It's like a muscle that like if you don't use it, it's going to atrophy. I would recommend, if you're using AI in your IDE, stop. I would not use AI in your IDE anymore. I would kind of go back to, I think probably many of us, when we started using AI to program, we probably, like at least I did for a long time, because when AI first came out, you didn't necessarily have all of these like IDE plugins that you have now. Visual Studio Code did to some extent, but it wasn't as pervasive as it, or invasive as it is now. I would recommend you kind of go back to copy and paste, and where it's kind of like you need, instead of like giving AI your entire project and telling it to do something, you try to do it yourself. And when you get stuck, copy and paste the relevant sections to AI, ask it how to move forward, and then you copy the AI's answer, put it into your project, modify it as needed, and go on. That's what I would recommend. I would recommend get rid of the IDE plugins if you want to exercise that muscle. Not sure says DevZab, learning requires struggle. Without struggle, then you'll never learn. Yes, it's very true. Lindsay Cord tells Not Sure, this sentence does not apply when you want to build a game, but you discover that you need to rewrite the game engine system because you are outdated. A nightmare. I disagree. What do you mean? How does that not apply, Lindsay Cord? Of course it applies. Sentence does not apply when you want to build a game. I mean, how's a game different than any other program? Programming's programming. Now, are there specializations in programming? Absolutely, sure. But I guess it's kind of like saying, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. I can't think of one. But I don't think game programming is any kind of. I remember my friend Gabe used to think that game programming was some type of magic that other programming was not akin to. And I'm just like, no, it's just a different type of programming, right? Like somebody who works on Mack trucks, they might not have the same specialized skills as somebody who works on an F1 racing car. They're both mechanics, but they're both doing the same general type of job. It's just one is specialized for different purposes. So you see my point? It's not as though one is so specialized that like, oh, well, I don't know. Game programming has lots of tricks not needed in other areas. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit and not true at all. Outdated game engine from 2022 in C/C++. But I'm not sure I follow your point, Lindsay Core. Yeah, not sure. That statement's not at all accurate. What are you talking? Shaders. Okay. You're just throwing out words. You're not. You're just throwing out words. Again, specializations. You're talking about specializations. Server programming has the same type of specializations. God damn it. Like, application programming has the same type of specializations. Like, shaders are just a particular specialized thing. Like, again, you're just set, like, you always do this. You always just throw out words. Oh my God. Lindsay, would you please ban Not Sure? God, I hate you guys. All right, let's calm down. Let's figure this bug out. Now, I know it's not as complicated and sophisticated as shaders might be, but let's figure this out. God. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, we were doing this. Okay, yeah. Easy. What? Oh, now that's interesting. Is it because last refresh? What is last refresh? It's a time T. I guess time T can... I am so confused. Okay. This just does not work the way I thought it would work. And I think the fact that it's not working the way I thought it would work is what's making it work. Huh. What was the point of this? Like, what was I thinking when I wrote this? Like, what was the point of this? If I could go back in time and ask myself, like, what... I think what I was thinking was, if last refresh had something that was not a default value... No, that doesn't make any sense. Wait. It's the epoch. So last refresh having the default value is somehow making everything work. Except not. Oh. Wait. What? No. Okay. I think what we need to do is we need to delete, or not delete, we need to comment this out. Easy. Uncomment that. Perfect. Okay. All right. And I think this is shit, is what that is. That's just shit. That's just plain old-fashioned shit. Get time TT. Okay, so refresh token. These should all actually be brackets. There's actually a difference, in case you didn't know. There's actually a difference between the parentheses and the brackets. I don't remember what it is offhand. No, I think it's like something to do with an initialization list versus initialization parameters. And then I think those are something like the parameters. One will pass the parameters by reference. One will copy them. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what. Anyway, I'm going to change them all to brackets just because I believe they should be. Yes, AI. Thank you, AI. Okay. All right. Let's see what this does. Have we banned Not Sure yet? Because he needs to be banned. He needs to be out of here. I think Dev Zybe left. I think we scared him away. Ugh. Oh, no. With tools like Claude Code and Codex, clients expect much faster delivery, so skipping them can make us fall behind. Sure. Well, that's why I think I think there's gonna be, well, I was gonna say I think there's gonna be a big problem in like 5 to 10 years because there's gonna be a big shortage of like senior devs. But then again, who knows what the tools will be like in 5 to 10 years? Like, let's say that the tools just stopped advancing, which we know is not going to happen. Well, let's just say they stopped advancing today. If things remained how they are today for the next 10 years, I think in about 5 years, you're going to have a shortage of senior devs because nobody wants to hire a junior dev anymore because, well, AI will do it. AI can do it. And if you have like a senior, like you have an architect level dev, a senior level dev that understands big systems, and like if you have some type of wizard that can understand the mystique of shaders, this big universal mystery, but basically you have like a dev that can understand big systems that can basically sit there and like make sure that what the AI is doing, it makes sense. That's what you really need in order to properly use AI. But the thing is in order for a developer to get to that kind of level, they still have to be junior devs at some point. Like they got to start out as juniors and then work their way up to that. So I don't know. That's why like I feel like there's going to be like a shortage of, like, I would not want to be a junior developer right now. That's why the story I told about the guy, like I mentioned that, like, okay, like if you were part of, if you would like to know what I'm talking about, become a member and go back and watch the members only stream on, I think it was Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday that I did a members only segment. And I was talking about we'll just say something at my day job that was kind of related to this. And what I'm saying is the person in question I would not want to be, because if you're in your 20s and you're starting out your career, I can't imagine what the job market is like right now, like for like junior devs, because you're competing with AI essentially. Whereas I feel like if you're more senior, it's probably a bit easier to get a job. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's a little bit easier to get a job because you need people that actually know how to make sure that what AI is doing. Like you ever see what is her name? I think her name is Roberta Tech. Oh, I love that. Roberta Tech. I think that's her social media name. Yeah, whatever. But she has a lot of funny, like she's on Instagram and does YouTube shorts. She's really funny. But she was talking about how, I mean, she was basically saying the same thing. Like she was talking about how like she had a friend who was writing an app, and basically how like old hacks are like hacks that like a drop table hack. Like there's certain kinds of protections that you have to have in your application in order to protect against a drop table attack, for example. And she was talking about how like, well, her friend wrote this app and, he didn't know that he should ask the AI to protect against a drop table attack. Like, there's certain things that like people who are just using AI to write applications, they don't know about security. And the AI is not going to go add security because the user didn't ask them to. So things like that, it's just like, that's the state of security with all this code being generated by AI is like a hacker's dream. So maybe what you're going to have is a lot more people fucking using dark mode because they're 15-year-old Finnish hackers. Oh my God. Junior devs are kept around the office like pets. You just need to be likable. I think Henna left. Henna went to sleep. All right, we got to fix this. Okay, so we're not even using this like a golden retriever. Actually, I'm removing this. I want to see if this code here, the original code, I want to see if it still works. Well, still quote unquote works. Oh, excuse me. Actually, no, wait a minute. What am I saying? It never did work. Okay, so what we need to do is we just need to get this to fucking work. I'm getting distracted, boys. Oh, man. So I head to Cape Town next week. I head to Cape Town on Thursday of next week. I bought the tickets last night. And I liked your members only crash out. How's my members only crash out any different than my normal crash out? Is this working? Oh, wait, I'm logged in over here. Okay. All right. Okay. No, that's not good. That's not good. Let me see something. Let's go into this. I didn't know that you worked with Tommy, expert in training you. I thought about him. I did think about him because Tommy used to say the same kind of shit, that him sitting there talking to AI for hours on end, that like, well, Elon Musk needs to pay me for all the training I've been doing for his AI. It was the same kind of logic, the same type of thought of like, well, yeah, no, I train AI models. The only difference is that Tommy is 80 some years old, so I can't blame him for, like, I can't blame some 80-year-old boomer for not knowing how AI works, as opposed to a 27-year-old AI. Oh, wait a minute. I want to look this up. I want to look up because I looked up dude's LinkedIn profile. I'm going to look this up off screen. I got to be careful here. Senior AI Systems and Threat Detection Engineer. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, for fuck's sakes, man. If you're gonna ask for that kind of money, you at least need to know what it means to train an AI. Like, I do not claim to be an AI expert, but I fucking know what training AI means. I know what it means to actually train a model. I kind of know how to, like, I know the basics. Like, I know put gas into this part, turn the ignition, spark makes fire makes engine go. Like, I know that much. But Jesus Christ, this person just is like, well, turn key, magic happens, I'm mechanic. Like, wow. I need to get a sweet job like he used to have. I was telling my friend David this story, and he said the same thing. He's like, hey, I don't even know that. Like, I know as much as he does. Hire me. I'll work for half the price. And I'm like, no, I'm not hiring you. My team is trained in a machine learning language, an ML model that we use in production. Not AI, but actual ML. Actually, that would be a good interview question. What's the difference between AI or how, it's not necessarily what's the difference. Like, how are artificial intelligence and machine learning different? I'm not even sure I can answer that question. Like, my best guess at answering that question is that AI is a result of machine learning. AI is a type of machine learning. I'm not even sure how, like, let's ask AI. All this stuff here just popping up. All right. What is the difference between AI and ML? Let's see. Artificial intelligence is the broad field of making computers perform tasks that seem require intelligence, reasoning, planning, understanding language, recognizing images, making decisions. Machine learning is one way of building AI. That's what I said. That's literally what I said. Instead of explicitly programming every rule, you give a system data and the algorithm learns patterns from the data. Right. Yeah. I literally said that AI is a result of machine learning. So I'm a genius. I know everything. No, I'm not. But it's just like, I've told this story before. I'll tell it again because Lindsay Core, if Lindsay Core is still here, Lindsay Core hasn't heard this story. But I'll tell it again. The year was 2008. No. It was a long time ago. But I went in for a job interview. And this is when I returned to AOL. Because I was at AOL for several years and then I left and then I went back. But anyway, but I went to this job interview and I was doing okay. I was doing well, but the thing that got me the job, the reason I got the job was when they asked me a question, and I still remember what the question was. It was an SQL question because the job required SQL skills. But they asked me an SQL question. It was like, in SQL, what is the difference between saying like where a field is null or where a field is not null or something like that, or maybe I don't remember the question, but it was a subtle difference, and I remember that one instantiates, one doesn't instantiate. The point is when I got asked the question, I was sitting there and I thought for a minute and I was like, wait, those seem like the same thing, and as far as I know, they are the same thing. So and he's telling me they're different. So I said 3 basic words that people need to not be scared to say, even in a job interview. I said, I don't know. And I remember the guy interviewing me said, I like that answer. Because if you try bullshitting the answer, people are going to know you're bullshitting. They know, like, they're going to know you're bullshitting. So they appreciated that I didn't know. It's not that I was incapable of learning. It didn't necessarily reflect my intelligence or my experience. I just didn't know that one question. And as soon as he explained it to me, I was like, no, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So anyway, Not Sure says LLM is basically the question, given this prompt, what is the response? Okay. Well, apparently, they're still developing AIs that can understand the big, mysterious concept of a shader. And they just use a shit ton of reinforcement learning to get responses and follow correctly from the prompt. Yep. Where is my wife? I start getting worried. Let me see. Oh, she's almost home. She's at the Giant across the street. Across the way. Anyway, all right, we still haven't fixed this bug. We don't get a lot of programming done on this programming stream, do we? What was I doing? Oh. Okay, so I am here. Request URL. Oh, verbose. How do I turn verbose on? How do I turn verbosity? How do I get verbosity turned on? Apparently it's on. Huh. Status 403. What's 403? Is that unauthorized? Forbidden. All right. So basically, I think that's because I am using a bad token because we haven't refreshed it because we don't know we need to. So that means this do refresh token is not working like it should. So at least we have narrowed down the problem. That's good. Easy. Easy. Oh, my stars and garters. Just give it to me. I remember a guy. Wait, where did it go? I remember a guy that our server team interviewed one time, and they asked what I thought was a layup question. What is RAID? His answer was that it was some sort of proprietary server technology from HP or some nonsense. Yeah, that's not right. I think he went back to Best Buy on the Geek Squad. I will say that so we've been talking at work, at my day job, we've been talking. Apparently, there is Dell is having problems sourcing SED drives. Although I literally just said self-encrypting drive. But anyway, they are having trouble sourcing SEDs. And so and this is a problem. This is a problem for like FIPS customers and like federal customers because there's certain regulations. They require everything to have like encryption at rest kind of thing. And it's like, so I guess one of the alternatives that I had to look up. I'd heard the term before, but I wasn't sure what it was or how it differed from like RAID, which is like what we use now. Like we use, anyway. But I was like, huh. So anyway, so one of the alternatives that has been mentioned is SAN. And I'm like, I've heard of SAN before, but I'm not exactly sure of, and I'm still not sure. I had to ask AI this, and the AI printed out a long answer, but then I got distracted because of my ADHD and like other things. And so I have to read the response tonight because I want to understand. I want to be able to contribute to the conversation because it's, it's not like I'm the chief architect or anything, but like I need to understand like I still don't understand it. Like maybe one of you guys do. Okay, let's you know what? Let's learn it together. This will still be a problem tomorrow, so I'm not too concerned about this going away. Okay, let's just wait. Let me. I know SAN. I didn't say SAN means self-encrypting drives. I know. Jesus Christ. Wait, hold on. My wife's calling. Wait, what does the car say? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, you're at the Giant? I was looking at your location. You're at the Giant? Yeah. All right, I'll come in give me like 10 minutes and I'll leave, okay? I'll be there in like 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm going to leave now. Give me a minute. All right, bye. Oh, that's great. My car is on fire. No, I didn't say SAN means self-encrypting drives. No, but it's like a difference between like the RAID systems and this like I didn't know what it means. It's a type of storage system. It's a block storage system, and that's about all I knew about it. I didn't say it's like obviously it's not self. Oh my God, you people are driving me fucking crazy. I thought that's what they suggested as an alternative. No, they had to. No. To the type of storage, right? Because like another alternative would be NVMe drives, but we don't also want to spend $500 million on our drives. Like, no. So anyway, apparently my wife has told me that my Tesla is not starting up and it's telling her service required. So that's going to be fun. So anyway, I got to go rescue her. Luckily, so I got to drive her Honda CRV. All right, boys. I love you. Shit, what a pain in the ass. I fucking hate cars. Give me a second. What is this? Is this her texting me? Yeah, that's her texting me. Oh, wait, she sent me a picture. Vehicle may not restart. Service is required. Holy shit. What the fuck happened there? All right. I got to go take care of this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.